Welcome to another Friday closing bell for the week ending 16th of October. Very nicely done. Everything is green and you can see the small cap stock really blow through the roof. What else can I say? Singapore is up 15 points. Nikkei is up almost 200 points and Hang Seng is up 180 points, and it does look like Dow Jones, which is starting now as I'm doing this webinar very late, so it's going green. It's wonderful. That's great. Now let's look at the stock that we've seen so far here. As we can see in here, this is the KLCI. Have we had now? This actually looked like a cluster of closes at this junction that we see in here. So any one point, if the market were to break to 1700, that is going to be very, very bad. But I don't think market is going to break back to 1700. The last time when we saw something like that, which was around here, okay, and but the market go lower. That's very important. Now we do take note that the higher prices that we have here were all rejected around 117, 117, 1721 in here. We need the market to break up in here to exceed this 200-day moving average about 1741, which it is remain a challenge in here. We do have significant volume, which is a good sign, because at this junction above the 1710, 1720, if you get any time of a low volume, that means possible no demand, SOW, sign of weakness. So we have to take care of those and ensure that this does not happen. Looking very good, definitely good. Don't be bearish, okay? Think bullish, okay? Now looking on our so-called 200-day moving weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart, you can see pretty much okay territory. The last widespread bar, we have it here, and you compare to the one recently back in January 2015. That's almost 10 months away. Market started to sort of clustered for a major movement in here. Every time when we see market don't trend up, and it tends to hack together on what we call so-called average volume. Average volume here, that's good. We don't see a lot of climatic volume. I don't want to see climatic volume as the market is breaking up now, because that's the early stages of stage one. That's pretty good. Now let's turn our attention now to what we call the mid-cap stock. Very nicely done. Continue to go higher. We have an upthrust in here, no follow through. The last one where we have upthrust, that's this one in here. We have a market gradually falling down, but this is going to be good, because if the upthrust has no follow through, it may be negated and the market go breaking back to 12,000, almost 1300 in here, which actually similar to the small cap stock that you see in here. Nice line change. What else can I say? Even Shanghai, we are seeing line change. I want to show you that very quickly to really confirm what I've seen so far. This is what I've seen, ladies and gentlemen. I've been talking about this line change here last week. Line change crossing back to the 50-day moving average, which is 33.45. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Market breaking it up here. Going back to where we have in here. All right, so let's look at as STI in here. A nice gap up in here. It does look like market also holding above 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. That's coming soon. I think 3240, 3270, it's not a problem. It doesn't look like market's going to go down. Let's look at the KLCI futures chart in here. We have some sort of a test. Check out on the IVSA chart. You will see this is a test. We haven't got a confirmation of a confirmed test. So if the market were to hit up higher, closing above 1720, that will be nice, ladies and gentlemen. That will be nice. Market will continue to go up. On the future side, with the weakening of US dollar against ringgit, that's why we see this CPO prices hedging lower, going lower. But I do think trend is certainly on the upside. Don't think to go short, learn to go long for CPO prices. So that's in short right now. So next I want to do is the foreign fund flow. Not have I seen foreign fund flow positive for almost 1.5 weeks. The last time we had that was long time ago, early this year, April, and the market went up higher, remember, but there was no follow through, made a sell off. So we're seeing this in here. Let's hope it continue to move into the end of October. We see a bit of correction possible in November, and then have a nice Christmas rally. The beware, you heard it first on the traderstootreview.com, which I've been doing this for almost 5 years. We've been listening to this in here. So let's go back to our program in here. So you can see that market breaking up higher. Next we want to look at is the We done that. So let's look at the regional chart. Okay, regional chart in here. Then we go on to the wicks. Okay, regional chart. Let's look at the regional chart we have so far. Now, this is what we talk about. Very nicely done. Picking through 1720, almost. Oh, I thought I have a 200 point up, isn't it? Yes, that was the day before, and it's still up 1762. Oh, that's now. Sorry, that's now. So here, typically you'll see that a lot when the market breakthrough. It's have to move sideways, base building in here. Nothing to be concerned. Breaking 50. Any country you see breaking back into the 200-day moving average yet? Definitely not. Hang Seng also same thing, pushing it up. Nice line change in here. We have Straits Time. Well, very simple. If you see Dow Jones breaking above the 1720, everything will be line change. Okay, it's a lot of accumulation way back at 2,800 for Straits Time. For the Hang Seng, we're talking about 21,000, and for Dow Jones was 1620. I think for the KLCI, we're talking about something around the below, just above 1600. What is now 1716, because last week we were 1706. Australia looking for line change to 50-day, and Shanghai, that's the one. Nicely done, moving back to the 200 moving, and a nice what we call degree of freedom, swinging up back to 5100 level in here. So the Nikkei 225 in here, 1820. That's the one that we wanted to be seeing breaking back to 1870. So we want to have that moving up. Will be nice for this market to go up. So let's see, it will get done. Okay, now let's go on to the wicks. Okay, now wicks is a measurement of fear and greed. At this moment, we are seeing market turning greedy, because the lower numbers does reflect a very bullish sentiment, which is around the so-called 1604. Let me just write that down. 1604. The week before was 17. So it does point that the market is going lower and lower around the 15 level in here, pushing to lower. But we might see this even going lower, going back to the 10. So it's a lot of upside for Dow Jones. Definitely for that one. And then you have, we just done this. And I want to show you also a nice crude oil setup in here, which does look like a spring. 47, 48 tonight, not a problem, and then we'll see a breakthrough. Now remember, the KLCI now is a leading indicator for all the market. Now, like it or not, a lot of people do say, hey, we follow Dow Jones. As a matter of fact, if I've been looking as long as I have been to the market, a lot of time the KLCI actually take a lead from the Dow Jones. Right, take a lead from the Dow Jones, and although we look back up, once KLCI move up, the other market will move up. Right, true, really true, but interesting to know that. Okay, interesting to know that. Now let's look now to the gold chart that we have so far in here, and also our ringgit. Now, like it or not, ringgit is doing very well to the US dollar. Base building in here, 4.15. It's going to retest back the 50-day, definitely. So maybe touching it before going back down in here. Trend is settling down, ladies and gentlemen. US dollar is going to be getting cheaper, and we have gold. As the interest rate news are unlikely to be high, so we see a possibility breaking back to 1190 in here, going back higher. Our 1200, 1210 in here, so we want to see that pushing it higher. So and that's going to be good. Breaking back to 120, that's more money for the gold investor, I suppose so, right? We done the foreign funds, we done the FKLM CPO, we done the wicks too, and now let's look at the stocks that we have last week, which is the 9th of October. 9th of October. Okay. Possible or retest. Let me just write it down. Retest to the 200-day moving average, which is 1741 to be the show of the year. I'll call it the show of the year. We have to see how convincingly it breaks. But at the end of the day, if it's going to break, it will break. And then Dow Jones is going to follow, Hang Seng is going to follow, Straits Times is going to follow, AXX is going to follow, as well as Nikkei is going to follow. So all the markets just pushing up, and Shanghai will be so-called the ASEAN stock to look at. Very, very good, very, very promising going to the year, and I'm excited. You should be getting now. Remember, if you are a trader, you are an investor, you are a fisherman. When the fishing season comes, you gotta go out and start buying. Okay, please go out and start buying. For those of you who know, I have a stock pick list for the IVSA Pro members. Use that list for the picking in there. Enjoy the good holiday. Tell your friends if you make money from IVSA chart, because my job is to make you wealthy. Thank you and good night.